So today I'm going to be teaching you about one of the writing techniques called cubing. And cubing is a higher level thinking process, and it's used with comprehension, writing, and different content areas. Cubing can be used with students ages 6 to 8 as well as ELL students. When students do cubing, they're exploring a topic from 6 dimensions because a cube has 6 different sides. So the 6 different dimensions are describe, compare, associate, analyze, apply, and argue for or against. So for compare, the students describe the topic, including its colors, shapes, and sizes. For compare, students compare the topic to something else, explaining how it's similar or different from this other thing. Associate, students associate the topic with something else and explain why it makes them think of this other thing. Analyze, students analyze the topic and tell how it's made or what it's composed of. Apply, students apply the topic, describing how it can be used or what can be done with it. Argue for or against, students can take a stand and argue for or against the topic, giving reasons to support their position. And cubing can be used 2 different ways. Students can create cubes to review a topic they've been studying, or they can create cubes as projects to demonstrate what they've learned. So for my cubing example, I have drawn out the cube. Realistically, this would be printed out on a piece of paper. And I've already titled each of the 6 different dimensions on here. So students are going to be divided up into small groups, and then they're going to work with their small groups to sort of quick write about their cubing topic. So this cubing topic is, they're using it to think deeper about a character from a book called Number in the Stars. Okay? So now I'm going to act as if I'm teaching the cubing. Okay, so today we're going to be doing a technique called cubing, and we've been reading a book called Number in the Stars. And so I'm going to go ahead and divide you into small groups, and I want you to take the cube that I have created for you. And if you see the different titles, compare, describe, associate, apply, argue, and analyze. Okay? So you're going to take, a topic, a character, something from our book that we've been reading, and I want you to work together with your group to quick write in each of these different dimensions. And I have the instructions for each dimension on the board, as well as I've just described them. Okay, so now I'm going to act as if I'm in the small group. So I think that we should do a character from our book. And I think we should do Anne Marie. She's pretty significant. So I'm going to go ahead and start with describe. So I'm going to describe Anne Marie. Anne Marie is 10 years old. She is Danish. And a Christian. She has silvery blonde hair. And blue eyes. She is smart, athletic, and a good friend to Ellen. So I've gone ahead and written my description of Anne Marie in the describe box. So now I'm going to move on to the compare up here, this first box. So what could we compare Anne Marie to? Well, we mentioned her friend Ellen here, so I think we can compare her to Ellen. I think that'd be a good idea. How should we do that? We could say Anne Marie is a lot like her friend Ellen. They are both Danish girls. They have that in common. What else do they have in common? Let's see. Try and recall from the book what you think they have in common. Yeah, they're both good students and good friends, but they look a lot different. Because remember, with the compare, we're not only writing about what's similar between Anne Marie and Ellen, we also need to talk about what is different between them. So they look different. Why do they look different? So Anne Marie has silvery blonde hair. And Ellen has brown hair. How else are they different? Anne Marie is skinnier. Skinnier than Ellen, and she's a better runner. Oh, but the biggest difference is religion. And what that means during World War II, because that was a really big deal during World War II. And it's also the biggest difference between Ellen and Anne Marie. So Anne Marie's safe because she's Christian. But Ellen is in great danger because she's Jewish. And the Germans wanted to get rid of the Jews. Okay. So now I want you to move on to the associate cube. Okay, in the associate cube, this little section, it's where you're going to associate the topic with something else, and you're going to explain why it makes you think of this other thing. Okay? Anne Marie is a lot like us. We would like her if she was in our class. Now you're going to move on to analyze. And analyze is where you analyze a topic and you tell how it's made or what it's composed of. So for analyze, Anne Marie is just a normal girl. But she has to do some dangerous things because of the war. If there was a war in America, we might have to do dangerous things too. Don't you agree? Yeah, me too. We would have to be as brave as her. Okay. So this is what the cube looks like so far. And then they would continue to work together, the students would continue to work together in their small groups to complete the apply and argue portions of the cube. And then I would have them cut out the cube and tape it together so it looks like a physical cube. And then after that, they could go around and share their cube and their thoughts and ideas with other table groups. And then, so this cubing technique about Anne Marie and Ellen, I think shows how students deepen their understanding of a story as they think about it from all 6 of the different dimensions. So yeah, that was cubing.